Have you ever felt that tight knot in your chest when you see your ex happy with someone else? Your mind creates scenarios that torture you. Social media shows smiles, trips, perfection. But what about reality and friendships? Some fade away without warning. Silence that hurts, bonds that break. And at home, sibling rivalry still lingers. Silent comparisons, constant competition. Laughter can hide insecurity. Imitations can hurt. The heart keeps wanting to go back. How do you stop loving someone? How do you free yourself from pain, fear, envy? Today, we're going to figure it out together. Get ready to look inward and reclaim your self-worth. Chapter 1. Fear of your ex being happier with someone else. It's crazy how our minds keep inventing scenarios that haunt us. The fear of seeing your ex happy with someone else comes from that feeling of lost value, like their happiness somehow diminishes yours. Many of us have found ourselves stalking social media, searching for clues, trying to decode smiles in photos. That behavior only fuels comparison, one of the strongest poisons for self-esteem. But here's the question. Has their life really changed that much? Or is it just the lens of our insecurity distorting reality? Imagine someone who just broke up and soon sees their ex posting trips, laughs, and moments that seem perfect. Naturally, your chest tightens. Here's the secret. Social media is a showcase, not the backstage. A friend once told me that, when he was stuck in this pain, he decided to stop torturing himself and started doing things that reignited his own spark: dance classes, book clubs, little by little realizing his own life had reasons to celebrate. Chapter 2. Friendships that fade over time. Funny how some friendships feel eternal in youth, but as years pass, the warmth slowly turns into silence. Life changes, responsibilities, work, family, and suddenly that friend who knew all your secrets doesn't even text on your birthday. It doesn't mean they don't care. Often, routines speak louder than intention. Before you know it, a bond that seemed unbreakable loses intensity. Someone once compared friendships to plants. Some need constant watering, others survive months of neglect. Think about that childhood friend. Even after years apart, one conversation brings back the same laughter. Some connections just sleep. Others need care, or they fade like a rope, loosening little by little. Accepting that not all friendships last in the same form helps us deal better. It's natural to feel sadness, even emptiness, but it's also an invitation to open space for new connections. Sometimes distance shows we've grown in different directions, and that's okay. Chapter 3. Sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry is almost a classic in family stories. From childhood, we compete for attention, toys, grades, even parental love. Often, it's unspoken, subtle comparisons like, "Look how your brother did it," and "you," can leave deep scars. A clear example: the older sibling feeling pressured to set an example while the younger enjoys more freedom, or the opposite. The youngest always seen as the baby, never taken seriously. This creates an invisible race. Family validation as a trophy, only one can win. In trying to claim that spot, siblings often fail to see each other as allies. Over time, childhood rivalry can turn into adult distance. Affection remains, but comparisons linger. Who has the better career? Who built the perfect family? Who seems happiest? Ironically, everyone has their own struggles, but that old voice of comparison still echoes. Even a small joke or imitation can fuel this silent game. Chapter 4. Funny imitations. Who hasn't experienced someone imitating their voice, gestures, or a unique way of talking? Sometimes it's playful, making everyone laugh, but other times it's uncomfortable. It's like looking in a funhouse mirror, exaggerating expressions you didn't even notice. That imitation can expose sides of yourself that usually go unseen. For example, someone copying a clumsy dance move, the room bursts into laughter. Everyone feels connected for a moment. But the person being imitated may feel insecure, depending on how they see themselves. What's fascinating is that this humor often sparks bigger reflections. Imitation seems trivial but opens space to consider how we see ourselves, versus how others see us. Are we in love with the real person, or just the idea we created? Chapter 5. The big question. How to stop loving someone. Few questions mess with your mind like this one. How do you stop loving someone? It's like your heart is a room full of memories, and suddenly you need to clear it, but don't know where to start. Unrequited or toxic love sticks like a song you can get out of your head. Persistent, repetitive, even annoying. Your mind knows it's time to move on, but your heart keeps revisiting every detail. Stopping loving someone isn't linear. Memories come back. The urge to check social media pops up, and some songs hit harder than they should. But in these moments lies an opportunity to rediscover yourself. Fill your time with meaningful activities, people, and experiences. Swap the old soundtrack for a new one, little by little. Here's the interesting part. Stopping loving someone isn't about forgetting. It's about reframing. Your heart learns to keep that story as a chapter, not the whole book. Looking back without pain is the first step toward emotional freedom, but it takes courage to be vulnerable and open. A true open book. Chapter 6. Being an open book. Being called an open book sounds like a compliment, but it can also make you vulnerable. People who share feelings and thoughts without filters often attract others through authenticity. It's like talking to someone whose every page is clear, direct, almost impossible to misread. That honesty builds trust and makes others feel safe. But there's a delicate side. Being too transparent can seem predictable. Some confuse sincerity with naivety or may use your openness against you. It's like leaving your diary open in a busy cafe. Exposing yourself can be uncomfortable, especially in unbalanced relationships. Still, being an open book has immense value. It shows courage to be yourself, unmasked. Those who reveal weaknesses also show strength. Only truly secure people dare to be fully seen. But this openness can trigger complex feelings in others, like competition or envy, noticeable even in sports. Chapter 7. Competition and envy. In sports, the line between admiration and envy is thinner than it seems. Watching someone else perform can inspire, but also stir discomfort. Healthy competition pushes growth, discipline, and willpower. But when it turns into jealousy, the race becomes against the person, not the clock or your own limits. Each win of theirs can feel like a personal loss, even if it's unrelated. This feeling drains energy, distracts focus, and undermines true purpose, continuous improvement. But some turn tension into a springboard. Transform envy into learning. Watch techniques. Identify strengths. Adapt in your own training. The greatest victory isn't beating someone else. It's beating your own limits. This lesson stretches beyond sports into personal relationships and professional achievements. Conclusion. In the end, all these situations, fear, comparison, rivalry, envy, show one thing. The real battle was always inside us. Recognizing our feelings, facing insecurities, and choosing to grow is the first step to emotional freedom. If this video made you think, smash that like button. Share your experiences in the comments. I love reading every story. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. It's full of reflections and strategies to strengthen your mind and heart.